So you want to be a millionaire, right? Don't we all? Actually, I truly believe that every single person can become a millionaire. And in this video here, I'm going to show you the easy and automatic way to become a millionaire. It's just going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of strategy, and you've got to be purely persistent. Welcome to Purely Persistent. I'm Michelle. Now, the first thing you are going to need is capital. No, I'm not talking about the capital of a state or the capital of a country. I'm talking about money. You need to start off with some money. Now, maybe you have money handy sitting in the bank ready to invest. Maybe you don't. So what I recommend that you do is to consistently, every single paycheck, pay yourself first. So what that means is take out at least 15% from each paycheck. And actually, even more is better. Maybe you can take out 20%, maybe 30%, maybe 50%. Take out money automatically from your account, from your paycheck, and make it so that you don't even actually see the money go into your account and then automatically be invested. So by starting off with automatically investing a certain percentage of your money, that is going to be the key to turn you into a millionaire. Individual stocks versus index funds. Okay, so the way I actually like to think about this is homework versus not homework. So if you are going to choose to invest in individual stocks, that's fabulous. I'm thrilled for you. However, you really want to make sure that you are doing your homework, that you really look into the company's annual report, look into their balance sheet, their cash flow statements, that sort of thing. Now, if what I'm saying to you is really going over your head, then maybe either learn that or else take this second route. The second route is index funds. So an index fund is basically following the market with a certain group, okay? So let's say that you're following the S&P 500 index fund. The S&P 500 would be the top 500 largest companies in the United States. And this is an index fund that mirrors the collection of all of them. So instead of owning 500 individual companies, you kind of own them all together with one name. There are many different index funds that you can follow. So as I mentioned, the S&P 500, you can follow a global index fund, a Europe index fund, funds for just smaller companies, fund for larger companies, funds that are providing dividends, which is basically if you own shares in a dividend company, they will actually give you money. Or you can also own index funds in real estate. So I recommend Googling online, seeing what are some index funds that you might follow. Now, what I really like about index funds is they tend to be fairly inexpensive because it's not like there's someone that's picking out the individual stocks to put in the index funds. They're just the collection of all the companies that are already in the index fund, so it's going to be very easy to follow. Next, tax advantages with a Roth IRA. Now, a Roth IRA has huge tax advantages versus just putting money directly into the stock market. So a Roth IRA, basically you're using money that has already been taken out of, or taxes have already been taken out of your paycheck. So all of the money that you put into your Roth IRA builds tax free. And as you become a millionaire and your money grows and grows, you really want to make sure that you're being mindful of those tax advantages. You also want to consider taking advantage of your company's Roth IRAs or just their IRAs, 401ks, so that you're really making sure that you are taking advantage of the taxes. Which companies should I use? Oh my goodness, there is a world full of companies that are trying to get you to invest with them. And I just want to make sure that you're very aware of whatever company you're going with is going to charge a fee. And you want to make sure that you take a look at whatever fees they are charging. Obviously, the lower the fees, the better. So if you're going to your brick and mortar bank, chances are they're not going to provide you with the best track record as far as low fees go. So I recommend going with companies such as Fidelity, Vanguard. These types of companies tend to have very low rates, especially when it comes to index funds. So as your money grows, instead of having fees take out chunks the bigger and bigger it gets, you will just have smaller fees being taken out. So really make sure that you're mindful with whatever company you choose. Time and patience. Okay, so you have your money automatically invested, your 15-20% automatically invested into your Roth IRA with index funds. Now, we need to talk about the proof. So there's this beautiful concept in math called compound interest. Now, when it comes to credit cards or payday loans, compound interest is your worst enemy. But when it comes to investing and becoming an automatic millionaire, compound interest is your best friend. Thank you, God, for compound interest. So basically what's going to happen is every month you put in money, and granted, the stock market ebbs and flows, it goes ups and downs, but every dollar that you put in, basically, if you earn a little bit of interest, then the next time you earn a little bit of interest on that, and it keeps growing and growing and growing. And that is the beauty of compound interest. Give this video here a thumbs up if you would like me to give a detailed description or video directly on compound interest. So just for fun, let's take a look at this chart here. So here I have a Roth IRA calculator. And remember, a Roth IRA has the taxes already taken out. So if I start with the balance of 0, and let's just say here that I add $1,000 a year, and let's say I am 25 years old, and I'm going to retire at 65. So let's take a look here. We have expected rate of return 7%. Honestly, it could go up just a little bit higher. Let's say it's going to be we're assuming 9%. So with the course of the 40 years, you can see here that my $40,000 has turned into $368,000. And if you're having your money automatically taken out, well, this really wasn't a lot of work, right? Let's up our numbers just a little bit. Now with the Roth IRA, you can only invest up to $5,500 a year. So look at this. Oh my Lanta, you are a millionaire. Look at these numbers. So if you're 25, you invest $5,500 for until you're 65, so 40 years. You are investing $220,000, and at a rate of 9% expected return, it is estimated that you would have $2,025,605. Oh yeah, you are a millionaire. And if it happens automatically from your account, you rock. That is how you become a millionaire. The beauty of compound interest. Now, just for fun, let's say that you start when you're 18. Are you ready? Oh my gosh, look at this, $3.7 million. Guys, this is amazing. Now, what is so important for you to remember is this takes two things. It takes time and it takes patience. So This video is not entitled How to Become a Millionaire Overnight. It's called How to Become an Automatic Millionaire. So if your money is taken automatically from your account and put into maybe a Roth IRA, then you do it every single month or every single paycheck for 40 years, 50 years. That is how you become a millionaire. But it's so important that you start now. Start at whatever age you are. If you're working, this is how you become a millionaire. And honestly, anyone can do it. Just put aside money of what is important to you. If you're only making $10 an hour, take $2 of the dollars and invest it. Take just a small amount and invest it. Pay yourself first, and your future self will thank you. Now, of course, if anyone hasn't told you today, you are enough. You are so important in this world, and I believe you. I believe that you can become financially stable. You can achieve whatever financial goal you have in mind as long as you are purely persistent. Peace, guys.